And we're back. Sorry for the delay, people. Been rather busy getting a few things sorted. Not really had time to make any more videos. It's the editing more than anything. Just do not have the time for it half the time. So I am going to constantly make an effort to make some more videos. So much I could have been showing you, and it's a shame really, but I have to start again at some point, so I'm going to start now. I'm currently today doing a Grand Cherokee battery change and then a diagnostic on why it won't start. I'm hoping it's just the battery so far, but we'll see. Customer, very nice customer of mine, has bought this from auction, Copart, so it could well be a no-go, but we'll see. Fingers crossed it's nothing too serious. So yeah, anyway, the battery change procedure on this is a bit complicated. I didn't actually know how to do it. I had to do a bit of Googling, so I thought I'd make a quick video and show you guys how it's done on this vehicle. So it's 2017 Grand Cherokee. The battery is located in America under the passenger seat, which is this seat. In England, it's under the driver's seat, which is this seat. So what you have to do is you have to remove these 50mm bolts from the front of the seat, pop these caps out, and then same again in the rear. I've already obviously almost done it, but I just wanted to start filming. So out the rear as well, move the seat back. Then you'll find this cover, this cover covering, oh where's the cable in the way? Covering this up, so you pull that up, pull out the way. Then you have to remove this little auxiliary battery first, which sits in here. Oh shit. That wasn't a good idea. Anyway, bloody hell, that wasn't good. Shit, bad idea that. Anyway, we'll make sure I don't touch the positive to chassis again. The reason it's just done that, I'll explain, is because I've got a battery saver. Well, memory saver. You can do it two ways. You can do it via the ODB port, or on this one you can just connect a 12-volt battery straight up to the positive and the negative, just to save the memory in the vehicle and not to lose anything. So that's why that cable's live, and I did know that when I was taking it out, but obviously as soon as I pulled the camera out, I'm not thinking straight, so apologies there. Anyway, so this little auxiliary battery sits on this tray there. You have to remove the bolts. Once you've got the little auxiliary battery out, there's two little 13mm bolts that hold this in. This is actually the clamp. This clamps down on the battery here to hold the main battery in place. I will get, so once this one's out, then you remove the main battery. Obviously just remove the terminals, negative, positive, remove them, then you can lift this battery straight out, and that is it. That's how you change the battery on a Grand Cherokee. Obviously once you've refitted it, you've got to tell the vehicle through the battery management system that it's been changed using a diagnostic computer, so that is important that you do that. If not, the alternator won't charge the battery correctly and you can cause all sorts of issues. So what I will do is I'll get it back together, and then I'll carry on filming once it's all, once the battery's back in there, so you can see how it looks before they come out. So that's the main battery back in. The tray for the auxiliary batteries back in, which is also the clamp that clamps the battery in. The two 30mm bolts there, just holding that in. So I'm about to put the auxiliary battery back in, but I haven't tested this, so I don't know if it's any good. So I'm just going to go and grab the tester and we'll test it together. So this battery is actually an AGM, this auxiliary battery. So stop start AGM, something glass matte fiber technology, whatever it's called. So we've got a stop start battery replacement. It's actually EFB. You can use an EFB instead of an AGM, slightly cheaper but same thing. What was I just saying? Sorry, I've lost myself. Anyway, we're testing this. I'm surprised to see this as an AGM, because they're not normally, well, I haven't seen an AGM auxiliary battery yet. Well, oh dear, well there's your answer. I won't even power the meter up, so this is dead. Great, so it needs an auxiliary battery as well, so I will have to let the customer know. So we can't do the diagnostic today. Anyway, when you fit your auxiliary battery back in, fully, obviously a working one. It goes in there behind the main battery. Put the terminals back on with these little 13mm nuts, and then there is a strap that goes over the top of the battery like that, or like that, sorry, and this strap hooks into this side, hooks into one side of the tray, and then there's just a 10mm nut that fastens that side down onto that thread there, that bolt thread there, and that's it. So yeah, and obviously put it all back together and do the procedure that I said to you before, if you're able to do that. If not, call someone that can do it. Apart from that, I don't really think there's much more to say on this video. What I'll do is, when we come back to change the auxiliary battery, we will then do a diagnostic on this vehicle and see why it's not starting, so that might be an interesting one as well. So I'll leave it there for today. That's how you change a battery on a Jeep Grand Cherokee 2017 onwards, and see you soon.